The first similarity is that Michael Jackson actually did have a trust, and that what is actually going through probate is assets that are to distribute to the trust via the pour-over will. So, it's pretty well known amongst anyone who's looked into probate in California or trust in California that if you form a trust in California, you can avoid probate. But a lot of our trust administrations now involve probates as a secondary aspect because the initial trust was not funded properly and assets were left out and they're not clearly marked as trust assets. So what happens in that situation? All that happens is that you take the assets through probate and then you use the pour-over will to pour them into the trust and distribute according to what the trust says. So that's exactly what happened and is still happening in Michael Jackson's estate 17 years later. However, they have not finalized the estate and poured those assets into the trust because the estate is so active and so, just completely ongoing, which is very unusual. And that's the one main dissimilarity, if that's a word, from our own clients. The value of the estate, of course, is huge, probably well over $1 billion at this point, if not more. And the fact that it's been ongoing for 17 years. Generally, if everything goes well in a probate, you should be able to close it within, a year or so. And if everything doesn't go well, then maybe it takes a few years, but 17 is kind of a crazy number. So that's the first main similarity that we see between Michael Jackson's estate and our own clients' estates and trusts that we handle all the time. And that is that there is a probate necessary, even though the person who has passed away did create a trust during his or her lifetime.